Hello everybody, welcome back to Coaches Co-Creating, episode 9. My name's Jasmine and I'm a co-active transitional life coach.
And my name's Amanda and I'm a co-active business coach.
And today we're going to talk about our life purpose, living life on purpose and honouring our values. So Amanda, how would you start to uncover your life purpose?
Okay, so discovering your life purpose is a process really of excavation and self-discovery. So it's trying to sort of uncover, what's important to you, but the direction that you want your life to go in. I think a lot of us have this, esoteric sort of thoughts about what's my life about, what's my purpose. And the process we use in coaching just helps you to kind of solidify ideas about that to give you more direction, I think. And it's about, I think, when we talk about living on purpose, we're talking about living where there's resonance.
And how do you know there's resonance, Amanda?
So if you can imagine a situation where you've had a great day and everything seems to go really well and you're very, very happy and everything seems to be just flowing in the right direction, that I would describe as being sort of resonant, because everything sort of feels good and
feeling good.
Yeah, absolutely. And the opposite of that is dissonance. So that's where things feel flat, you don't feel enthused, it just feels purposeless almost. So we look for that in our clients when we're coaching, don't we, where if they become alive and animated and that you sort of see that's resonance. But if it's flat, monotone, not interested, that's real dissonance. So it's about recognizing that in your daily life, so that you can see if you feel resonant, there's a good chance that you're on your life purpose path.
Yes. They're feeling good.
So do you want to explain why it's important to know your life purpose?
I guess when we know our life purpose, like you briefly said, it gives us direction. It's like having a goal. So it gives us that direction. It can give us clarity and intention.
It can empower you, can't it, as well? Because if you know that you're on purpose and this is where your life is meant to be going and this is the direction that you want to take, it's very intentional, isn't it? It's very fulfilling and but it empowers you.
I think it's good to put it like have your life purpose in so many words, like you said, because once you have it in words, whether it's written down or we just know it, it's clarity. I guess words brings clarity.
I think the coactive process encourages the life purpose statement, doesn't it?
Yes.
Which, we've discussed isn't for everybody, because some people like to have that kind of almost mission statement, whereas other people aren't comfortable with that. So it's whatever you go with, really.
Exactly.
But I think it's important to say that whatever life purpose statement or not you come up with, it's more about, it's a mission statement for the whole of your life and not just sort of your career or business aspect. And I think that's demonstrated by, for example, if your life purpose is to foster loads of children, that's going to be about your life as a whole rather than your job, isn't it? So if you understand my example.
And I guess your life purpose can change as well.
Yes, of course it can. I mean, I think that's a wonderful way to illustrate that you could fulfill a life purpose and then go on to do something else, and you see that with parenting. A lot of parents will fulfill their purpose of bringing children into the world, and then obviously they stay parents, but their job is done pretty much when their children fly the nest. So it's kind of then they move on to another purpose, and it's a good illustration, I think.
And what exercises can we do to discover our life purpose?
Well, I think the best ones, the fun ones, that coactive kind of devise some really good guided journeys, don't they? And we've got a couple of here in front of us, but I think there's one that's quite short that I thought we could probably do on each other if you're up for it.
Let's do it. I love these exercises because I always learn something.
Okay, so
I'm going to close my eyes, yeah?
Okay, yeah. So the whole idea is to provide you with raw material to generate your life purpose statement. And so, you know, not all the imagery will resonate with you, but let's see what comes up for you anyway. And it may be that it's not productive, but hopefully it will be.
And also, I remember we did a few of these, didn't we? And like you said, they don't all resonate with you. Like there was 1 or 2 out of the 4 that resonated with me. So this is just one. It might not resonate, but fine if it doesn't.
The whole idea is just to stimulate your thought process and bring things up for you. Yeah. So okay, if you're comfortable, then you've been given a billboard and can put any message you can on it. Thousands of people will drive by and see your billboard each day. What does it say?
The first message that came to my mind was, go for it. Go for it. Is that a life purpose?
Well, I think it's an illustration of what you want for your life, isn't it? There's a sense of urgency, but there's also a sense of courage and conviction. And
try.
Yeah, just do it. Yeah.
Wow. Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, and I guess it's important to say that these inner journeys that we're doing, they help you find your life purpose. It doesn't necessarily mean that's my life purpose, but that will help me maybe start thinking about my life purpose.
And it may well be that your life purpose is in facilitating that for other people, you know, to enable them to go for it. So it's not necessarily you're seeing your purpose, but you could be seeing the purpose of your purpose. If that makes sense.
Maybe it's both. I think it's definitely for me. Yeah, definitely. I felt like it was definitely, and it's funny because that is my message right now. It's just, just go for it. It's now or never. So that's definitely in my head. Right, okay, let's do it for you.
Okay.
So close your eyes or open them. So you've been given a billboard and can put any message you can on it. Thousands of people will drive by and see your billboard each day. What does it say?
Wow. We discussed this beforehand, didn't we? And I said, I know what will show up, and it didn't.
Yeah.
And that's interesting, isn't it? Because I thought it would say my strap line for my business, which is everyone deserves to be happy. But it didn't. It was be grateful always.
Wow.
So, yeah. And I guess for me, gratitude is everything in terms of, you know, sort of living abundantly. So, yeah. So that for me is very resonant.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? Because we don't always, we might think we know consciously, but it's only when we do exercises like this that we do surprise ourselves.
Well, I think it's kind of like your heart and your head, you know, sort of battling, aren't they? So, like I said, I was kind of straight back at you. Oh, I know what mine will say. It's almost dismissive, so I apologise. But it's kind of, for me, I thought that would definitely come up, but it didn't. And I was waiting for it to just show up, but it didn't. And so, yeah.
And how can that relate or help you uncover your life purpose then? To say, like,
well, it could be that my message to the world has to be about gratitude, and you know, I have to spread that message just like yours is, you know, just go for it.
It's like a message to ourselves, but then it's a message that we will convey as well.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. It's about being able to convey that with conviction and with, you know, being resonant with you. It will embolden you to be stronger and more purposeful in your message as well, because you believe it entirely. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, that is really powerful, because when I think back now, when I was doing the core training and CTI, I don't think that was my message back then.
No, and I think
it might have been similar though, like just do it.
The focus was different then as well, because I certainly think in my mind, when I did my life purpose statement in fundamentals, it was more about fulfillment, rather. It was more about my life purpose as a coach. So kind of, it was narrower.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then it is similar as well, because like you said, because go for it. But then, like you said, I probably would encourage my clients to go for it as well, because that's.
But that's shifted in you though, hasn't it? Because knowing you when you were back then, you know, there was far more sort of, I don't want to use the word timid because that makes you sound like a little mouse, but there was you were a lot less confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
so that's
but in the group, in the room, I was a lot less confident, but then I still was myself in other areas, in other places.
Yeah.
But go for it. But that's what got me to the room. Go for it.
Yes, that's true. That's
I
very
mean,
true.
it's always got me to do things. My whole life, the traveling, go for it. It's always been that. So actually, that's quite interesting as well. That underlying, that has probably always been my message.
Yeah. So it's been there as kind of like a little, I don't know what they call it, where it's like a ribbon that's running through your life.
Always. Because I mean, that's where life coaching with grit came from, because that's part of.
That's interesting, isn't it, as well, that, you know, we've been coaching for quite some time now and still we're getting kind of mind-blowing revelations.
Exactly. And it's like, and that's like the thing about coaching or your personal journey. It's not about changing, really, is it? It's about discovering what's already there. Like, this was already there, but it's just coming up, becoming aware, which I guess is a kind of change, but it's not really, because it's already there.
The
awareness.
It's like, almost like sharpening the focus on the TV, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's already there, but we're realizing it's there. Yeah, that's the thing.
So I suppose we should wrap up, shouldn't we? And say that if anybody is interested in exploring their life purpose with either of us, then they can contact us via our websites. And mine's happycoach.co.uk.
And mine's withnava.com. And it's life-changing.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. All right, so we will see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.